Hello, I'm Dr. Boone. In my 10-plus years of clinical practice and research, I've seen how simple dietary changes can transform blood sugar control. And leafy greens are the cornerstone. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and collard greens rank at the top because they're incredibly low in calories and carbohydrates, yet high in fiber and key micronutrients. Fiber slows glucose absorption, helping prevent the spikes and crashes that can worsen insulin resistance. In fact, a 2019 randomized trial found that patients adding 1 cup of spinach daily improved their insulin sensitivity by over 10% in just 8 weeks. Beyond fiber, leafy greens are rich in magnesium, chromium, and phytonutrients such as chlorophyll and flavonoids, all of which support healthy insulin signaling and reduce chronic inflammation in the pancreas and peripheral tissues. Chronic inflammation is a major driver of insulin resistance. By regularly consuming these vegetables, you're delivering powerful antioxidants directly where they're needed most. In practice, I recommend aiming for at least 2 cups of mixed greens per day. You can sauté them lightly in olive oil with garlic, toss them raw in salads, or blend into a morning smoothie. Consistency is key. Over time, these small additions compound to improve HbA1c levels, lower fasting glucose, and support long-term remission goals. Disclaimer: always consult your healthcare provider before making significant dietary changes or starting any new supplements. After reinforcing your meals with leafy greens, it's time to add a natural source of sweetness that won't spike your blood sugar. Berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries are all low on the glycemic index, yet packed with fiber and powerful antioxidants called anthocyanins. Anthocyanins have been shown in clinical studies to improve insulin sensitivity and reduce oxidative stress in the pancreas. In one 2020 clinical trial, participants who consumed a half-cup of blueberries daily experienced a 12% improvement in insulin response over 6 weeks. Fiber further slows carbohydrate absorption, helping maintain stable post-meal glucose levels. Incorporating berries is simple. Add a handful to your morning oatmeal or smoothie. Mix them into plain Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of cinnamon, or enjoy them fresh as a mid-afternoon snack. Aim for 3 to 4 servings per week, either fresh or frozen, with no added sugar. Consistency will help sustain the antioxidant and fiber benefits that support long-term blood sugar control. Disclaimer: always consult your healthcare provider before making significant dietary changes or starting any new supplements. Now that we've fortified your plate with leafy greens and antioxidant-rich berries, let's turn to a cornerstone of metabolic health: fatty fish. Salmon, mackerel, sardines, and trout are among the richest dietary sources of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, which play a crucial role in reducing inflammation, improving insulin sensitivity, and supporting cardiovascular function. Chronic low-grade inflammation is a key driver of insulin resistance. Multiple randomized controlled trials have shown that supplementing with omega-3s or regularly consuming fatty fish can lower markers of inflammation, such as C-reactive protein, by up to 20%. In one 8-week study, participants who ate salmon 3 times per week saw a 15% improvement in insulin sensitivity compared to a control group eating chicken. Beyond inflammation control, omega-3s help modulate lipid metabolism. They support healthy triglyceride levels and promote more efficient glucose uptake in muscle cells. This dual action, calming inflammatory pathways and optimizing fat and sugar handling, lays the groundwork for stable blood sugar and long-term metabolic balance. In your meal plan, aim for at least 2 servings, about 4 to 6 ounces each, of fatty fish every week. Simple preparations include grilling salmon fillets with lemon and herbs, baking mackerel with a light drizzle of olive oil and garlic, or adding canned sardines to a mixed green salad for convenience. If fresh fish isn't available, high-quality, Responsibly sourced fish oil capsules can be an alternative. Just look for products standardized to at least 500 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA per daily dose. Snacks can make or break your blood sugar control, so let's choose options that support insulin sensitivity and stable glucose levels. Nuts and seeds are ideal. Almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds deliver healthy fats, plant-based protein, and fiber in a compact form. These nutrients slow carbohydrate digestion, blunt post-snack spikes, and provide essential micronutrients like magnesium and zinc that play roles in insulin signaling and glucose metabolism. For example, a 2021 crossover trial found that replacing a typical mid-afternoon snack with 1.5 ounces of mixed nuts reduced postprandial glucose excursions by 18% compared to crackers of equal calories. In practice, aim for a small handful, about 1 to 1.5 ounces, of raw or dry roasted nuts 3 to 4 times per week, and incorporate seeds by stirring a tablespoon of chia or flax into yogurt or smoothies. Because nuts are calorie-dense, portion control is crucial. Use small glass jars or pre-portioned bags to avoid overeating. Over time, these nutrient-packed snacks help modulate appetite, support healthy weight, and reinforce consistent blood sugar management. Now let's talk about the power of whole grains. Unlike refined grains, whole grains retain their fiber-rich bran and nutrient-dense germ, which slow carbohydrate absorption and provide sustained energy. Foods like steel-cut oats, quinoa, barley, and whole-grain brown rice support stable blood sugar and improved insulin sensitivity. In a 2018 longitudinal study, participants who replaced refined grains with 3 servings of whole grains per day experienced a 9% reduction in fasting glucose and a 7% improvement in HbA1c over 12 weeks. The soluble fiber in oats and barley forms a gel in the gut that delays glucose entry into the bloodstream, while quinoa and brown rice offer a complete amino acid profile to support muscle glucose uptake. To integrate whole grains, start your day with a bowl of steel-cut oats topped with a sprinkle of cinnamon. Prepare quinoa-based salads with fresh herbs and vegetables for lunch, and enjoy a side of barley pilaf alongside lean proteins at dinner. Aim for 2 to 3 servings of whole grains daily. 1 serving equals half a cup of cooked grain. This consistent intake fosters better glycemic control and contributes to long-term diabetes reversal goals. To complete our top 6, let's turn to a simple spice with powerful metabolic benefits: cinnamon. This aromatic bark contains bioactive compounds like cinnamaldehyde that mimic insulin action, enhance glucose uptake in cells, and slow carbohydrate digestion. Multiple randomized trials have demonstrated cinnamon's efficacy. In a 2021 meta-analysis of 8 studies, daily intake of 1 to 2 grams of cinnamon lowered fasting blood glucose by an average of 18 milligrams per deciliter and reduced HbA1c by 0.4 percentage points over 12 weeks. These effects are attributed to cinnamon's ability to stimulate insulin receptor autophosphorylation and inhibit intestinal alpha-glucosidase enzymes. In practice, you can sprinkle half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon on oatmeal, blend it into your morning coffee or tea, or stir it into plain yogurt. For those seeking a more standardized dose, Ceylon cinnamon capsules of 500 milligrams taken twice daily under supervision may be used. But always verify quality and purity to avoid coumarin toxicity. Thank you for watching. I'm Dr. Boone, and today we've explored 6 of the best foods: leafy greens, berries, fatty fish, nuts and seeds, whole grains, and cinnamon that scientific studies show can help reverse diabetes by improving insulin sensitivity, reducing inflammation, and stabilizing blood sugar. By consistently incorporating these nutrient powerhouses into your daily meals and snacks, you're taking concrete steps toward long-term metabolic health. Remember, small, sustainable changes add up over weeks and months, leading to measurable improvements in HbA1c, fasting glucose, and overall well-being. If you're ready to get started, plan your meals for the week. Stock your kitchen with these ingredients and experiment with recipes that excite you. Tracking your progress, whether through a food journal, glucose meter, or regular lab tests, can help you stay motivated and informed. Above all, reversal of diabetes is a journey that involves more than diet alone. Always work with your healthcare team to tailor any changes to your individual needs and medical history. Disclaimer: this information is for educational purposes and does not replace personalized medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before making significant dietary changes or starting new supplements. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share so we can continue bringing you professional, evidence-based guidance for lasting health. Stay well, and I'll see you in the next video.